Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And today is a good day. And just like Christopher Cross just said, it's all right. I think we're going to make it. You know why? Because somebody has taped, Velcroed, or super glued Karen's ass to the chair, to the bench, and we flattened it. We're on day 13 of we flattened the curve. We're plateaued and we're staying there. And we're going to stay there as long as Karen keeps her ass on the bench, right? Another really kind of cool thing happened today. While watching the news, and we all got the news that it's extended from May 4th. But what we found out is the day this opens up is, guess what? Your Truly's birthday, May 18th. So you're welcome, everybody. You are welcome, because that's the day we're going to be let out of the house. And what a party we are all going to have. You know what I mean? It's going to be a freaking bash.
I thought it was May 15th.
But I hope with the whole freaking bash, because let's really be honest, let's not all go out at once. Let's let a couple just trickle out here and there from that day forward. So on July 4th, we can all hang out. Because if we don't, if everyone rushes out without their masks or doesn't wash their hands or sneezes on people or does shit we're not supposed to do, then I think it's all going to be right back into the old house we go. So when everything opens up, let's do like a soft opening. Like if you had a new restaurant and you wanted to try it out on people, you'd say, we're going to do a soft opening. So even though it's like the band's coming up on the 18th, so they say, let's make it a soft opening, you know? But you're welcome. It's my day, May 18th. It is all happening. You know who else's day it is that day? My friend Susan Borwick. Good old Suze. She has that same day. So, you know, thank her as well, because it's a big day. It's a good day. Lots of good things are going to happen that day. Lots of good things. I hope everyone's having a happy Tuesday. I woke up this morning and I said, it's feckin' raining. And I have my Irish shirt on today. Meet me in the pub, or you can find me in the pub, so I can say that. But then it cleared up. I went for a nice 4-mile jaunt, and the sun's kind of peeking through, and it's drying up out there, which is nice. Again, I expect May 1st, the entire country to be in full bloom of everything, because, you know, April showers bring May flowers, and good God, we've had a lot of showers outside. I don't know how many you guys are actually showering inside. I'm like curious how many days during the week you're actually getting in there with some soap and water, not just on the hands, but, you know, the pits, the undercarriage, the hair. Obviously, my hair and makeup lady is off today, so don't judge. Don't judge. I got a lot of positive feedback yesterday. Thanks for all the nice, kind words, and you liking that song. And my boy, Tommy Benton, said it really meant a lot yesterday. And I don't know, I mean, he's one of my best friends in the whole wide world, so I'm thinking it's partly because of that. And he also knew my dad, but and knew what an incredible guy he was. And I wanted to kind of circle back to that today, because I think it's important. I'm going to share a little something, and only sharing it because I think it's one of the most valuable lessons I took away from my dad. And I say this for no other reason, you know, no one needs to say, like, I'm sorry about your dad or what. Because listen, here's the deal. You know, my dad, some people know, some people don't know, but in 6.5 years ago was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And we had 14 months, 14 actually really great months from diagnosis to when he moved on to another amazing part of this world. And I'm telling you this because I think in that 14 months, my mom and I took care of him and my brother. But one of the biggest things, probably one of the most amazing things, is as sad and hard as it was to face the reality of knowing that he was not going to be here any longer. And I'll never forget crying and saying, like, I can't believe this is happening. And him looking at me and saying, you didn't think I was going to live forever. And I was like, well, I kind of did, but there was a lot of humor and humility and honesty and talking. And I find it to be a privilege that I got to drive him to chemo in Boston and we'd talk. And this is why I'm telling you guys this. One of the coolest things that happened is my father and I were always very close. We talked about everything. But in those times, it was 100% like, are you afraid? Or have you made peace with it? Or is there any last really important things you want to tell me that I need to carry with me to my children and to my life? And is there stuff that we haven't talked about that we need to talk about? And how do you want your arrangements to go? Because it's about you in the end. So we want to make sure it's everything and anything you've ever wanted. And he wanted fireworks, so he had fireworks. And he wanted great music, and so we had great music. And he wanted to be celebrated, so we did. We did, and we continue to. And, I think that's kind of my little thing I have to say to you guys today, that if don't wait till that time to have those conversations. But I think it's really important for the loved people in our lives that we do say and do ask, like, is there anything specific that you want, that you care about, that you need, that you're not getting, or that we haven't talked about or touched on or, figured out? Don't leave any stones unturned, because it's so important. And if we're not learning anything about this god-awful time right now with the COVID, is sometimes you don't know if you're going to see that person again, unfortunately. So I cherished what I had, but make sure you do that with your people, And there was one other lesson I wanted to share that he ingrained in me in a very young age. And I'm so thankful for it. And that's what he used to say. He used to say, Totes, you really better love yourself and you really better like yourself. Because at the end of the day, the only person that's ever going to be there 100% for you is you. So you have to like and you have to love who you are. Which in turn makes it that you can't expect to get likes and love from other people if you don't like and love who you are. You can't expect someone to give that to you if you don't have that for you already. So keep that in mind. And the other big thing he used to say, and pardon my French, but here it comes. I may be an asshole, but I love this asshole. So don't forget that one either, because that's important. Be okay with you. Like you. Because I like you. And I don't care if you don't know. I mean, if you're watching this and you're enjoying it, I'm super psyched. And if nobody watches it and thinks this is annoying and I'm annoying, oh well, that's okay. It's passing my time and I like me. So that works out for me, at least, at the end of the day. But seriously, heed that advice, because I think it's something I've tried to instill in my children, that was instilled in me, and I cherish that advice. So that was my little spiel about my dad. And, and if you still have your parents, go hug them extra tight, because that's a really awesome, fortunate thing. It really is. Even if they annoy you at times, love on them, because, man, that's you're lucky if you still have that. Okay, moving on. Another shout out to my buddy Skip Cabral. My lawn is looking amazing. It needs to be mowed, but I know we just started the fertilization process for this spring, but man, I can already tell you that's going to be like the most beautiful Kelly green carpet you ever seen in your life. So thanks, Skip. Don't forget to look him up, Skip Cabral. In April, his wife on Thursday, so 2 days from now, 4 p.m., I said I'd get back to you about this. So 4 p.m. Thursday is when she's doing her virtual wine I keep saying sip and shop, virtual, online shopping at her amazing stores of Sundance Clothing. Remember, Chatham and Sandwich. And Ground Control Lawn Care is Skip, so call him. Because there's actually been a few people on Facebook saying, like, I need, someone that's really good for fertilizing lawns, and that's the guy. God, am I a mess today. And so there's that. And what was I hope no one's getting any bed sores because you're not getting out of bed. I know all those rainy days, it's hard to put those feet on the floor and charge through because you're like, why am I getting up? But just remember, the longer you lay there, the more you're going to start getting sores. And God knows nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. And make sure you're lotioning up. I couldn't really stress that enough the other day when they were saying the skin was tired. Well, I'm tired of me. I can understand why your skin gets tired, I guess, because they're just tired of being you living in their space, I guess. I don't know. But make sure you're lubing up. Be nice to your skin. Especially because we're going to come into the dry month. We came out of the dry month, and now it's a wet month, obviously, because of the rain. But that's not lubricating your skin. So make sure you're using some lotion. Soften it up. Nobody wants to touch a flaky person. Nobody likes flaky people in general, people that are flaky, but no one wants to touch a flaky person. I mean, if you have a condition and you have to take that medicine, that's not your fault. That's not something anyone should, like, I don't want to touch you because you have the flaky condition. Like, if you have the condition, there's nothing you can do. But you can physically put lotion on your body and not create a condition that's not one that you already have. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not make one. Let's not make a condition that you don't need to have. There are some people that have psoriasis and they can't control that. But there's people that don't have it that will give the effect of having it because they're not putting lotion on their body. Put lotion on your body. Please. Because your neighbor and your partner and your kids, they'll all thank you. Because what you're doing is you're showing something they need to do for the rest of their life. Hydrate with water and hydrate with lotion. Like, drink the water, put the lotion on. You know what I mean? Lotion on, lotion on. I don't know if anyone else's animals are sick of them being at home, but I know mine is. Like, I mean, she loves it. We're walking her all the time, but I guarantee you half the time she's just sitting looking at us on the couch like, can you guys, like, leave? Like, all of you, can you go? Because I'd rather sit here and be able to sleep, snore, check on every single different piece of furniture while you're gone, eat my bones, lick my privates, whatever it is that I'm doing without you all here. In my face, consistently telling me to move. Can you move? Come on, out of the way. I don't want you to tell me that anymore. I want you to move. I want you to move out of this house for a while so I can go back to having my domain. That's what I think our animals are feeling, or at least maybe just Ruby, who's probably upstairs right now with her sisters who won't bathe her. And she's still, by the way, not bad parenting here, but she still hasn't had a bath because we've walked her in the rain every day, so what's the point? But her sisters are still complaining that she smells, but they won't wash her. They won't. Rude kids. Yet I go to the store and buy you food. You won't wash your sister. That's rude. Who does that? That's rude. So, what else, I hope everyone's doing well out there. I hope everyone got outside today when it got dry out, or maybe you'll go out now after you're welcome, or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll just stay in and watch your welcome with some chachis and then just continue throughout the whole night. Oh, update. So Jackie's cat, still pregnant. I think it has the gestation of an elephant. It's not happening anytime soon. One update. Second update, we watched, The Bachelor, the one with the music that they're doing, Listen to Your Heart. Oh, talented singers, but there's always one that's creating a ruckus amongst the group. Calling the one girl fake, you don't really like him. Well, and she's like, it's not because I have any interest in the guy you're with. Well, she does. She's a big, fat liar. And she's starting it. She's stirring up the pot. And I don't like it because it's not nice and it's rude. And of course, the couple that doesn't get kicked off is the couple that she's stirring up the pot for, because that's what they have to do. It's what makes good TV, right? But let me tell you what, it doesn't make good life. Don't stir up the pot for people. Don't be a pot stirrer, because you won't be invited back. You're a pot stirrer, you're not coming to my party. And I throw a hell of a party. But you're not coming to mine if you're a pot stirrer. Don't be a pot stirrer. No one likes that. It's not, why? Why be nice? Just be nice. Don't be a pot stirrer. Oh, this gal's walking with her cute dog. Wish I had the air horn, but I definitely would give her a cardiac arrest. That's okay. A few more laps, maybe. I could do it. But anyway, so that's what I have to say today. Don't be a pot stirrer. Hug your parents and have the conversations with them that might seem hard, but you'll feel like it opens up a lot of really cool stuff. Gently do a soft opening on May 18th. Make sure if you see Susan Bulwark on May 18th, you wish her happy birthday. And I'll take a happy birthday always, because I love my birthday, not going to lie. I love anybody's birthdays. Birthdays are the best. They really are. You know why? Because it was the day you came into this world and we became blessed with you. So if you're having a birthday, happy birthday to you. Hugs and kisses and all kinds of like jazzercise and dance it off and have the cake. Buy the shoes. Take the trip. Well, we can't take the trip yet, but when we can, boy, I am leaving on a jet plane. So that's the end. Richard's just on his way in as we're finishing. You're welcome.
I'm listening.
And he's going to just do a quick shout of a hello from the background. Richard?
I love you all.
There he is.
Thanks for coming for me. Appreciate it. But I love her the most. So.
You're welcome, Richard. Anyway, guys, we're going to end it. I'm going to finish the song we started with because, remember, it's all right. I think we're going to make it, right? Everything's going to work out fine this time. Here you go. You want to come dance? This time. Come on, Richard. This is what we get to do in my house. All right, think we're gonna make it. Think it might just work out this time. All right, think we're gonna make it. Think it might. See you tomorrow when it's hump day.